The second Dark Phoenix trailer just came out today, and this movie has been so controversial as far as the history behind it, as far as the making of it, whether or not it's going to be a good, cohesive film. And also, it's most likely the last X-Men movie that's in this universe with 20th Century Fox being bought out by Disney. So there's so much going on with the intrigue. I'm not necessarily sure it has to do with the movie itself, but let's talk about this trailer. At the beginning, we see Jean Grey being upset and she's talking to herself, or the Phoenix saying, "How could you do this? How could you make me do this? She was my friend." Now, this scene would be okay for a trailer if you want to tease the fact that an X-Men character will die, but you reveal that not only it's a female, but then the very next shot, we see Mystique going up to Jean and trying to talk her down and comfort her, and then being thrown back. This could be a red herring. This could be something to make it look like Mystique will die, but it's really somebody else. But if you think about it, who else would it be? Who else would they kill off? It's probably not going to be Storm. It's probably not going to be, well, it's not like they do anything with Jubilee or any other characters like that. But Mystique is really only in the trailer for one or two different scenes. So, yeah, it makes sense that it would be her. Also, we know that Jennifer Lawrence hates playing Mystique, mostly because of the blue makeup. The last film, Apocalypse, she was so disinterested, so not wanting to be there with every piece of dialogue she gave out. So killing her off makes sense. Although Mystique, because of her character, because of her ability, her shape-shifting ability, you could easily recast her and just have an explanation for why she changed her human form. It's probably the best character that you'd want to recast, but what the hell do I know? I also wouldn't have revealed this, or I wouldn't have gave this away as much as it looks, because I mean, maybe they just don't care. Maybe they're just saying, "Hey, people pretty much know." There was a shot of a funeral scene where people pretty much figured out that it was Mystique that was dying, but still, anyone who hasn't figured it out, anyone who hasn't given it much thought to care, you're still giving it away. I don't know how much I like that. Really quick, I have to mention that the X-Men costumes look like shit. They do. At the end of X-Men Apocalypse, they had this really cool shot of the X-Men with their new costumes, and each and every one of them had a specific design to them that was personalized for each character. And some of them look like directly from the comic book, especially Cyclops' suit. I don't know why in this shot they all are wearing the same exact design with the dark blue with the yellow X over the chest. It's just everyone's wearing the same thing. It's lazy. It is. Why did this happen? Who made that choice? Why couldn't we just keep the same outfits that you introduced at the end of the last movie, only to say you're not getting that, guys? Too bad. And and with this movie, I really hope that Cyclops has a lot to do. You get a couple shots of him talking in like one shot of him yelling out, but I don't know how much of a deep impact he'll have as far as Jean goes. I don't know how far in their relationship they've gotten to this point. It's also a thing that maybe they rushed this whole Dark Phoenix thing. Maybe they haven't fully developed a relationship or established these newer, younger characters yet. Maybe that's why I'm having a hard time connecting as much as I would like to. Think about how sad it was in the original trilogy, in the original cast, seeing Jean go through that and become the Dark Phoenix. Also, you get some shots of Xavier with a young Jean Grey, and that worries me because it makes it seem like we're just going to repeat the same thing that X-Men 3 did, where he suppressed a certain part of her personality in her head. That's the same mistake that they made in The Last Stand, and we're going to redo that. Come on, Simon Kinberg. I know you're directing this, and I know you also wrote X-Men Last Stand, but even you have to admit that that was a bad move. So please, please don't repeat it. there is a Quicksilver moment where it looks like they're going to yet again try to top that Days of Future Past scene. I mean, I doubt it, but we'll see what will happen. Also, Magneto looks like he gets overpowered by Jean Grey, which is good, which is cool. Magneto is a very powerful and capable villain, and so if Jean is able to overpower him or outdo him, then that makes her look stronger. I hope Michael Fassbender too gets a lot to do. The problem is that there's so many characters in the X-Men in general that every movie is gonna feel like at least somebody or a few characters get shafted. For example, Storm. What is she gonna do really in this story? Like, what? She's gonna get maybe one or two cool action scenes, and that's it. Jessica Chastain. I don't know how relevant her character is gonna be. So far, it seems like she's just here, just to be here, just to push Jean more into the dark path. But I don't know. I think I remembered hearing that Jessica wasn't really high on being involved with a movie that Bryan Singer was producing, and I thought I heard that they deleted some of her scenes or cut her role short. So if that's the case, how invested am I going to be in this character? Also, we see the X-Men in space, which is awesome. This is directly from the comic books with how Jean does get these powers, does become the Phoenix. I wonder how, I mean, it looks fairly accurate. And so seeing the X-Men in space with the ship, like that's something that I thought I'd never see, especially with the Fox movies. So at least they're finally giving us that. And in the very last shot, we see the X-Men captured. I don't know if they're captured by the government or if this is Jessica Chastain's people. I don't know. You get a cool moment of Magneto with these guns, using them and shooting at whoever. But Jean Grey shows up, flips the train over, and that shot of her in the foreground, and she is in full blown Phoenix mode. That looks cool. It does. Look, this trailer is filled with some cool looking shots. This trailer is filled with some cool looking imagery. But I'm still not 100% sold. I'm still not saying, oh yeah, this movie's going to be good or this movie's going to be cool. At the very least, it could be okay, but I still don't have a whole lot of hope. I still think that somehow, some way, they're going to screw it up. Because I feel like they always do. So guys, let me know in the comments below what you think of this trailer. Trailer 2, did you like it more than trailer 1? Did it make you hyped and now looking forward to this movie? Or are you still in the same boat and saying, we'll see what happens? Or maybe you just don't care because you know it's the last one. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!